Hey, what's going on, crypto people? Listen, I'm going to do a quick XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 2 minutes. I'm going to cover most of this will be Flare networks. So, be careful. Be careful out there, family. It's talking about other projects. Be careful. So listen, we're going to go over some stuff here from Hugo Filion. We're going to tap into a little bit of the X spaces that Hugo was on with Flare community. We'll touch that a little bit as well. I got a couple of projects I think it's important. You might want to pay attention to on Flare. That's Scepter and Kinetic Market as well. So we'll get into it. Guys, listen, this is XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. So might as well put this out. Our guy might as well out in Japan said in just 5 days, we have 2x more TVL in one pool than all the pools combined on the XRPL. Might as well put this out because he saw Vet posted about the 10 million XRP in TVL, which was it upped. It was a little bit of an upgrade. So and Vet had said optimistic for volume and swaps to catch up the AMM DEX in the center of all of DeFi. So he was pointing out, rightly so, says Vet, this is good, but we're still trying to catch up. He says it right here, optimistic for volume and swaps to catch up. The automated our market maker slant DEX is in the center of all DeFi, right? So, right, acknowledging, right? It's moving, but we got ways to go. Hugo said in response to Minus Wells' video, said this isn't a great comparison because the XRPL isn't a leader in DeFi. The target is to catch up with and then pass the leading DeFi network, says Hugo. It's the goal, right? F assets and Flare's excellent DeFi builders are the route to that. And I would agree with him wholeheartedly. So a couple of projects I think, me might want to pay attention to on Flare is one of them is Kinetic Market. I got a little testnet going on. I will do a video on how to hop on a testnet. I think that, my experience in crypto and DeFi is when you have an opportunity to participate early on game-changing L1s, it can be massive for you. Example, and the Base network. Now, the XRP entertaining content creators would have you believe that Base is just a bunch of meme coins. But if they were paying attention, they realized that there are viable products, real products, and projects on Base network. One of them is called Aerodrome Finance. Let me pull up Arrow. I'm just saying this for a second. I'm not saying this is going to happen with Kinetic. I'm not saying this is going to happen with the other project we'll talk about, which is Scepter. But I just want to just kind of give you an example. Here it is right here. Aerodrome Finance. Come out, had a little token associated with the project. Let's go to Aerodrome.finance, and then I'm going to show you what happened with the Arrow token. Now, Base is not a layer 1, but it's a new chain, right? It's a layer 2 new chain that did some stuff. Aerodrome was one of the first. There it is, right? You can swap, you can provide liquidity. Aerodrome, one of the first on Base. The central trading and liquidity marketplace on Base, right? No different than Scepter, no different than on Flare Networks, no different than Kinetic Markets, for example, right? If I can get this thing to work here, they can tell you what it is. Aerodrome Finance is a next generation AMM designed to serve as Base's central liquidity hub, combining a powerful liquidity incentive engine, vote lock governance model, and our friendly user experience. Aerodrome inherits the latest features from Velodrome. So this was probably an older project. I remember Velodrome, V2. Aerodrome's NFTs, I think Velodrome is still kind of going. Aerodrome's NFTs vote to distribute token emissions and receive incentives and fees generated by the protocol, right? Just to kind of give you an example, if I went to DeFiLlama.com, I should have had that up. Again, just an example. No guarantees in the space. No guarantees in the space. And look, the laptop is not cooperating. But I want to show you this, just for an example. Let me get it to work. Let's get it to work. I want to show you the TVL on base, right? You pull up base right here on DeFiLlama.com. Screen, this base change screen to the number, I believe, number 2 spot now. 1.754 billion in TVLs on base, the layer 2. Right? Boys over at Coinbase, 30 mil a month. Right? Their number 1 project in terms of TVL is what? Aerodrome. Aero token. TVL, 716 million now. Right? 716 million. So let's go back to CoinGecko here. I just want to share you that. The value to being early, the value to risk reward. Now, Aerodrome, I wanted to show you that's like a real project, right? You know, the entertaining supposed adults in the room will suggest it's just meme coins, right? I showed you Aerodrome Finance, right? Now, the token launched, the Aerodrome token launched in October of 2023. So not even a year ago, right? Correct. This is the percentage gain on that token. Not saying that's going to happen anywhere else. I'm just sharing with you what happened. That's it. I'm just showing you what happened. It's 5,701,000% gain. Does that happen all the time? Nope. Nope. But it can happen. So don't be disillusioned by the supposed adults in the room. They don't understand. They completely zero. Do not understand. Right? That's the percentage gain. You can't argue it. Those are the numbers. From, 4 zeros, 1861 is an all-time low, for example, to an all-time high of $2.31. That's the percentage gains. Is that going to happen on Flare? I don't know. Is that going to happen with Scepter or Kinetic Market? Are they going to come out with a token? Don't know. Don't know. Where's DeFi Llama? Right here. Let's see. Again, 717 million. So it's a DEX. 716 million. Yeah. So, and then you got other ones. Bunny Swap, Seamless Protocol. Don't know. 25 million, 27 million. Alien Base. These different things. I always look for the one chains. Friend.tech is on there, interestingly enough. Base Swap, 6 million. Just to give you an example, will Kinetic Market or Scepter become Aerodrome on Flare networks? I don't know, but at first movers and advantages, kind of huge. Kind of huge. Let's go over these. Now, Kinetic is more of a lending protocol, so maybe somewhat similar to Aave, if you will. It says it's the first lending protocol on Flare. Something about the first movers thing to pay attention to. There's no guarantees. Now, the Scepter is this staking, this liquid staking is coming. Excited to reveal Scepter's partnership, whatever. Scepter is the liquid staking for on Flare Network, right? Scepter is an innovative multi-network liquid staking solution built by Rome Blockchain Labs with extensive knowledge and experience in liquid staking. Don't know. Will they become the Lido of Flare networks? I don't know. But if we're early to it, we can measure our risk tolerance and be in the game. Like, you don't know. My point is, don't be disillusioned by the supposed adults in the room who think they know what they're talking about. All right, so what else we got here? 717 million. Base 1 point something billion in TVL. And they're going to immediately, they will immediately dismiss that to say, oh, it's the meme coins, and not acknowledge Airdrome Finance as an example. It's just a disservice. I put the staking thing up here because I ended up staking my FLR tokens using the Bifrost wallet in anticipation of some changes with the FTSO. I wanted to do that ahead of time. And here's the updates. From Flare Networks themselves. The FTO is undergoing a significant upgrade. The first step is the implementation of the Flare Systems Protocol and FTS scaling on Songbird, which started with the approval of STP06. I voted on March the 5th. This will enable FTSO to provide developers with up to 1,000 data feeds updated every 90 seconds. The implementation has 3 phases. We're currently in the trial phase where all inflation rewards are still allocated to data providers supporting the previous version of FTSEO. On Thursday, June the 6th, we will transition to phase 2. FTS rewards will be shared equally between the data providers supporting previous and the upgraded versions of the FTSO, 50% for each group. In the final stage, which means if you're delegating your Songbird to an FTSO who hasn't upgraded, you're getting 50% less of the rewards. Is how I read that. In the final phase, all rewards will be provided to data providers supporting the upgraded one. So just remember that. You might be hooking up with a data provider and the old thing with Songbird, and they haven't upgraded yet. And when they flip the switch on 100% rewards going to FTSOs who've upgraded, got to pay attention because the one you're with might not have upgraded yet for whatever the reason. Just got to pay attention. Action required for FTS data providers to receive the full available Songbird reward amount. The FTSO data providers must update their system. You know, the UNLs have to upgrade with Ripple, you know, whenever some Ripple thing comes out, same thing. To also support the upgraded FTSO and FTSO scaling. Impact on delegators. If your Songbird, that's what I just said. If your Songbird tokens are delegated to a data provider that does not support the upgraded FTSO, you receive 50% fewer rewards, what I just said. That's what I thought. We will maintain a list of the FTSO data providers that have upgraded to allow delegations to be moved if desired. As a reminder, as described, the STP 06 epoch times or epoch times for the upgraded FTSO and Songbird are now aligned with Flare. This means there are 2 reward epochs per week instead of 1. Oh, here's a list right here. Flare Networks just put this out. This list shows all the FTSO data providers that are already supporting the upgraded FTSO and therefore have the maximum amount of rewards. Shout out to Flare Networks for giving us that list. So this would be good for me to keep kind of bookmarks, check out my Songbird thing, make sure I'm, you know, with the right folks. All right, list of data providers supporting the upgraded FTSO. Here it is right there. And it looks like they're kind of doing it number, you know, to alphabetical order there. Let me see. Okay, so there it is. There's the list here. Mickey B. Fresh is on that list. He's upgraded. I didn't even know Mickey. I mean, I did know. He does validator stuff. All right, so him and his team. So there's the list. It's available right here. Here's the list. There is available. So I have to look at that. I know Atlas works for me. I'm pretty sure I'm 100% Atlas, but don't do what I do. I'm just saying, pretty sure. So there it is, the updated list. Flare Networks has provided it, you know, provided it for you. So that's good to know. Coming from them guys, that's good. They did that. That is awesome that they did that. All right. FTSO data providers that are already supporting the upgraded FTSO and therefore have the maximum amount of rewards. So that's good to know. That is good to know. So remember, Songbird check that list. Check that list. Make sure you guys are on that. So there it is there, guys. Listen, I just wanted to kind of bring that to you to dismiss again the misleading information coming from the supposed adult in the room. You saw it for yourself. Base chain doing significant numbers in TVL, significant numbers. Hugo is like, we're not trying to hang out with, we're trying to get with the leaders. But 1.75 billion in TVL on the base chain. And Airdrome, again, did their thing. I'm excited about to see what Kinetic Markets is going to do, what Scepter is going to do in terms of liquid staking, being early, being on testnet, which I will be an early participant in testing on Kinetic Markets on Kinetic. My experience is being early testing, helping stuff, gets rewarded in the DeFi space, in the crypto space. It gets rewarded for participating early, right? You'll be, obviously this is testnet, so you'll be participating with test tokens. But that wallet that is connected to that kind of, you go from testnet, you go to alpha and betas, and all along the while, and then who knows, 6 months down the road, somewhere Kinetic's got some airdrop thing or got some incentive event. And they, a lot of times they reward early people. That's all I'm saying. So it could be worth your time and effort as opposed to just hanging on for dear life with your assets. So, or your time. And these are test nets right now. So it's not even your assets. So there it is, fam. Shout out to Flair and Hugo. Looking forward to learning more about Kinetic, learning more about Scepter. Because liquid staking, they might be the Lido, right, of Blend Networks. You don't know, but if you're in the know early, you have an opportunity to participate. All right, so look, internet is not great, so I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna end. This wraps up your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's one of the great ways to support the channel. However, the best way to support the channel, if you're in that about 50% of people who are hanging out, listening, watching the Crypto Seeds, but haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please, and if you are enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'd like to get that number down from 50%. Let's get that down like to 25%. That would be super, super cool. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you. Bye.